Sony produces what I would call clinically accurate, disgusting images, colors that were vomited on by a toddler upset with his soup. But we push on. We spent the money. We regret nothing. Would I trade this beast of a shit for a Canon-related item, crippled in its nature? Let's talk about it.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
On paper, if your whole life is just looking at paper, the spec sheets, Sony wins, hands down. Like, you put it up against anything, Sony has the speed. They're faster, stronger, uglier, but they could get women in bars late at night after closing hour. Oh my God, I dare film on a Sony camera without a Black Pro Mist filter. Oh, ugly, slightly less so. No one cares. So as an unfortunate Sony owner, I've been subjected to their clinical alien-like fingers. Just imagine making love to just this alien freak, this thing, like this, just like this. It's just the cold fingers, the cold showing of no heart, no soul. That's what we got here. Every time I compare this camera to something else 1/5 of the cost, I thought it was just because y'all were dickheads down there, blind as bats. I compare this thing to an Olympus, to Panasonic. A good 70% chooses the other camera compared to this. I'm like, what are you talking about? This has the dynamic range. It's a Sony 10 bits. No one cares. All they care about is the final image. Softer, better. You go for clinical sharpness. What is this sharp? Every time I see a video now, my boys over at DP Review, they just released that 14mm, 21.8. I boycotted that whole lens. I wasn't on that meeting. I could have made it. I was like, you know what? You're not gonna give the vlogger the 14mm? I would have had so much fun. They didn't want to see me have fun. They spit on my cake, put ketchup on it. Ketchup on the cake. DP Review, they're usually filming on the Panasonic S1H. Looks fantastic. They switched to the FX3 today, or last week, depending on when you're watching this. All of a sudden, Chris looks like he's hungover. He probably was. Let's give him the credit. He's a Canadian. Out in the fields of Alberta, there's nothing to do out there. I get it. But every pore, every redness in the face, whenever I compare this to another camera, it's like smooth skin tones versus clinically accurate disease-ridden face. And Sony's just like, we want to show the real truth. Fuck you and your truth. I film myself to look better than I do. I'm a health nut trying to teach people how to cure their disease with freaky things like juice fasts. That's what I'm on day 24 of nothing but juice. I'm dying, inside and mentally. But you might thrive. I'm joking, I'm thriving. Seriously though, I feel fantastic. Day 24, I'm not joking. Nothing but fruit and vegetable juices for 24 days, and I'm going 90 if I can. So if I look a little skinnier than I was, can you do a one-arm pull-up though? I can. Can you do that? So you think you're stronger? Oh, that's funny. You suck. I know it sounds shallow, and it definitely is. When I film myself, I want to look good. Although I picked this focal length, I look like I have crab arms with this long shit. Do you need help with your groceries? Right now we're in S-Cinetone, Sony's cinematic profile. That should be so it looks okay on the screen, but whenever I get it back, it ain't right. It's over sharpened. We're at -7 detail. That's as low as you can go. Give me -15 on that bitch. And the colors, that light is pink. Damn it, Sony. It's pink light. It's a pink light. How y'all doing? Fuji would never do that to you. You can trust Fuji with your grandchild, if possible. You know you're not gonna come home, the child's eating hot dogs and chocolate chip cookies. I just find myself looking at this Sony piece of shit, wondering what meeting did they have that produced that heartless, soulless camera. All right, fellas, I think the public's on to us. They know we're not human beings. They can sense that we're reptilians that live underground due to our green preference. What can we do to just pump some heart and soul into this company? We can analyze the data further. We need more speed. We can make the DRAM chips faster to communicate with each other. I don't think you get it, Glenn. People don't like our colors. They think our footage looks digital. We don't need this. We need the cinema. Where's the cinema? We can increase the speed of the autofocus. We can add different settings for the autofocus speed, change it from 4 to 6. 6 being the fastest, most accurate. Back it down to 4. This will give a natural look. What about our soulless footage of picnics? People in a picnic backyard gathering. They just want to show their daughter grabbing a potato chip from the brother, and they share. They share it together. They share that chip. But we capture a digital version of that, and it's not real. What can we do to spice it up? We can alter the white balance algorithms to detect sunlight. When sunlight hits our technology beams, we can change the radius of magenta hues to green. The ratio will be perfected. The computer will tell us the perfect ratio. What about the over-sharpened image? People want a fantasy life, not what we offer. We offer reality. Nobody wants that. They want a dream world, and we can't give it to them because we're too accurate. Abort. Abort the mission. We must show the humans to be fully accurate and ugly. Once the other humans see each other as so ugly, they will return to the caves and we can have the Earth. We're not reptilians, Glenn. That's a myth. It's a stupid myth. Is that a sandwich? My light died. This isn't even a YouTube video anymore. What's the point? So, due to Sony's clinical accurate nature, would I? Because honestly, Fuji I'm happy with. But having this, if the right offer came along, would I trade it for like a Canon R5? I've had that thought. The files are too hard to edit. But other than that, I might. Canon just seems to have the more pleasing image. Some people, even though they will burn in the depths of hell with Satan and his Hollywood minions, would choose a Canon over a Fuji. I've seen it happen. This is close. It's right there. If you have a Fuji, there's no need for a Canon, but what are you doing over there with your accuracy? When I put that Zeiss lens on, it's too sharp. It's too ass sharp. Best lens ever made. You need 3 Black Pro Mist filters, and then you can work with it. We'll see. Once I'm done this juice fast, maybe I'll have teenage girl skin, finally. And then it won't matter. And then I can show off the accuracy, and you won't be able to find a damn zit. Not in this face. It's a juice face. So then you have the best autofocus in the business, passable stabilization, interesting small lenses, 14mm, not so small. They're pretending it's small, smaller than a giant's lens. It was invented by our giant forefathers, the Roman giants of Greenland. They're like, here's a small lens. It's not small. It's almost 100 grams heavier than the 20mm. This is pushing it. Any heavier than this becomes annoying, and it doesn't matter how big your muscles are. The bigger your muscles are, the harder it is to hold something out longer. So no strength can save you. So this is pushing the limits. The Tamron is a little heavier. It's annoying. And that's like lighter than the 14mm. So not even designed for vlogging. Bullshit. So a list of items I would trade my Sony A7S III for. Canon R5, R6, maybe a M6 Mark II, and the Sigma Trio. A Sony ZV-1, a tripod made of gold, if you have one. I would trade it for an Olympus Pro lens, the 17mm and 42, or is it 45? The 1.2 primes. I would trade all my lenses and the system for one lens of an Olympus, as long as it had a UV filter on it. I demand that be thrown in, even though they're useless. So, and a lens cap for a different lens. I'm gonna go after you buy a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt. Do you hate Sony? Let us know down in the comments, since they suck at life and technology. Subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you next.